All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Josh. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another podcast. And as y'all can see, man, look at the scenery at the Virgin Islands. You know what I'm saying? I decided to do a little podcast outside. We was gonna do it on the beach, but it started to rain. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, let's do it by the pool where we stay at, the resort that we stay at. So yeah. And today I'm gonna be doing a podcast on my cousin.
Mike 1 2 1 2. Yes, sir. Because here, Jack Yulee. Make sure you subscribe to ImJosh, man, on all platforms. __ ImJosh on Instagram, ImJosh on YouTube. You
Yep.
already know. Y'all already know. Y'all already tuned in to him. So keep tuning in. Keep tuning in.
Keep tuning
Great
in.
content. Face of Savannah. Fuck Quandorano. This the Face of Savannah right here. No hate to Quando, but
I
you know
hate
what
the
I'm trying to
Quando.
say. Yeah, man. We out here, Virgin Islands.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, man, that's my cousin Jack, and I'm gonna do ask him some questions, and y'all gonna get to know him personally, man. So, for all the people that don't know Jack, or what I'm saying, wants to know Jack, or follow him on Instagram, I'm gonna be asking him questions, what I'm saying, see what he do. Okay, so first question, man, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? What you do? Who are you? What you do? How old you are? And stuff like that.
All right, so my name is Jack Yulee. Um, I am Josh's cousin. I'm 25 years old. I actually grew up in a town in Georgia called Hinesville. So I was about 12, 13. Then I moved to Orlando, Florida. So that's why I'm from Orlando.
Yeah.
I do photography, so y'all can follow my page, TopClarityProductions, TopClarityProductions. Oh shit, Productions. Top Clarity Productions. Make sure y'all tune into that. Take real estate photos, pictures of your girl, pictures of somebody else's girl,
Anybody,
pictures of a
Josh,
dude, pictures of Josh. I don't care what it is, man. I just want to get a lot of content. I actually started up a YouTube. I ain't posting nothing yet.
not yet.
But I figured since I make so much content and since I want to get into stuff
Spread
like
your
this,
wings, exactly.
I think it's best to make a YouTube. And so I'm about to be on the YouTube wave. Make sure y'all look out for that. It's probably going to be Jack Yulee, JACKEULEY. So yeah, look out for that.
Okay.
25, yeah, all that. I answered the question.
That's a good question. That's a good question. So, okay. So, what made you get into like camera work and taking pictures and like what made you get into camera work?
So
Yeah, go ahead.
So after I went to high school, I actually went to a school called Full Sail for like
I
a
do
month or
remember
two,
that.
or for about a month. But the problem with Full Sail was they was trying to extend, like trying to
Yeah.
make it more than what it was. We were talking about plays and just stuff that had nothing to do with what I was trying to get into. I just wanted to learn how to record people. I wanted to learn how to make beats and all that. And who knows, maybe I could have learned from YouTube, but me personally, for something like that, I needed somebody to teach me how to do that shit because I had no idea where to start. I didn't even know the YouTube how to make beats. I didn't know any of that. So that's where it pretty much started. And after that, pretty much I left that school because first of all, they just was doing too much.
Right.
So I went to a different school called First Institute. Shout out to Orlando. It's on the west side. It's on Silver Star and Orange. Shout out to Orlando. But yeah, man, I went to that school for 11 months, did an 11-month program, got a certificate for that and everything in recording arts and film production. But while I was going to that school, I started to see like people flying drones and taking pictures. And I just always had an interest in just being creative in general. So it didn't really bother me. It just kind of opened my eyes to ways to explore and make more content.
Right.
But pretty much I just started going to the classes with people that was doing photography, graphic design, and I was just watching what they do. And then eventually I just kind of fell in love with it. And then what really started me buying my first camera is in 2020, me and my homeboy bought a studio, right? And we started, recording people and everything.
Stuff
but
like that.
I started to realize to promote our studio more, we needed to take pictures. So
yeah.
I went to the pawn shop, bought me a cheap camera. I don't even remember what it was. It was a Canon something. But it was a cheap camera, pawn shop, probably like $100. Came with a light and everything. Pretty much came with everything. Came with a bag, everything. So shout out to them for that. But that's really where it all started. That's where it all started from that day on. So ever since then, I've been taking pictures. Ever since then. So that's where it started.
That's where it started, bro. Okay. So if you had to take pictures of somebody right now, like who would you want to be like, who would you want if you was a personal photographer for somebody, who would you be? Like who would it be? If you was a personal photographer, who would it be? Like somebody that's on your mind right now, or anybody. It don't matter. Like somebody that you think, oh, okay, let me take pictures of this person. I really enjoy. Like,
I think a real good person to take pictures of is like one of my Hollywood crushes, really. But her name is Angelina Jolie. I just really like people who have a different look. People who they don't gotta have pretty eyes or they don't really gotta be this kind of skin tone or nothing. She just has like a really nice structure. body, her
features,
face, all her
yeah.
features and everything pops. So I think that would look really good on the camera. So that's probably one of the first people I would want to take pictures of. But if it's anybody I want to take pictures of, it just got to be somebody who's traveling a lot, because I want to move around and I want to take different pictures, and they got to be somebody who's willing to be open.
Yeah,
like if y'all go on my page, I did pictures with a girl with red hair. Her name's Abby. Y'all go follow her too. She was probably one of the first people I met that was real deal, like open to do anything, like pose any kind of way, go anywhere. Like we sitting by the water right now. Most of the girls from my city, it would be hard to get them to get in the water and take a picture, you know. So some, but not all of them. But I think that's pretty much, I'm open to take pictures of anybody, but Angelina Jolie would probably be my top one. She's just so beautiful to me. That's my crush.
That's your crush?
That's my crush, man. I know she a little older, got her own family, but that's my crush. I love her. But Zendaya is also my number 2. If I could take pictures of anybody, it'd be one of them two.
Zendaya,
one of them two, most definitely.
Okay. So, if y'all don't know, my cousin Jack, you know what I'm saying, he makes beats, he does stuff like that. Tell me about, like, get into that, like, making beats and, you know what I'm saying, working with certain people and stuff like that. Like, how does that work out?
Where it all pretty much started is like not a long time ago, but I don't know how it was. Ever since I was young, I always knew I wanted to do something creative, whether it was music, photography. I just knew I wanted to do something where I could bring an idea from my head and put it out into the world, like just bring it to life. So that was pretty much where it all started. I remember just being young, you know, listening to songs, like old songs, new songs, writing little raps, you know, probably was no good, but you know, over time you get better. But eventually after I graduated and my friends and stuff, they wasn't really doing nothing like that, but I was still into that. And I think that kind of pushed them to see like you can be creative too. So, hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
So I pretty much got into that. Making a YouTube video, man. Yes, sir. Go shout your name out and where you from, man. Tell them where you from, who you is.
Yeah, Warren Hawkins, Milledgeville, Georgia.
Yes, oh, you from Milledgeville. You from Savannah?
I'm from Savannah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was up.
That's what's up, man.
About 3 hours out.
Yeah, that ain't too far from there.
What's the name of your town?
Milledgeville.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Oh, from Macon. Okay.
I heard that before.
All right, have a good one, guys. Thank you. But yeah, as far as where it all started, yeah, it's pretty much after high school, started like messing around on GarageBand, and I can't remember the name of the app, but it used to be an app where Mateo, shout out to Mateo, he showed me like a thing where you could record yourself. That's when I was really learning about softwares and DAWs and everything like that, EQs and auto-tune and all that shit.
That was your first time ever learning about anything like that?
That was my first time learning how to record myself, period. I had never done anything like that. So that's pretty much where it all started. And I think I had got tired. That's another thing that made me got into going to school for that. I had got tired of like looking for beats on YouTube, and I'm like, I want to do this shit myself. I want to learn how to do this shit myself, so that way I don't have to rely on nobody. Because if you know how to do stuff, just like Josh can set up his camera right now and make a video himself. He don't need to pay nobody to come do this. He can do it himself. So that's pretty much where I started wanting to do it on my own, and just wanting to express myself. You know, everybody going through stuff and all that kind of stuff. So everybody just want to express themselves. They want to be heard. So
that's true.
That's pretty much where it all started though. Probably 2018, 2017, I was making songs and stuff like that. Probably made my first beat in like 2019 when I bought my first MacBook. I was using Pro something. Dang, I can't believe. No, not Pro Tools. I don't know why I said that. But yeah,
I forgot the software.
I forgot the name of that software. Damn, I want to say it too. I don't want to leave it out. But yeah. Oh, Studio One. Studio One is what I used to make beats and record and all that. That's my shit right there. But really, whatever you start with, it don't matter.
It's all the same.
It's people who make stuff on their phone, people who record. It don't matter.
It's all the same.
Don't let nothing stop you from just making a video. You can just set your phone up. You don't even need a stand. You don't need no mic. You don't need none of this. Put your phone against the pole. Start talking to people.
All you need is a phone, bro.
Yeah, that's all you need. And that's where I started, man. That's where it all really started for me. Yep.
Okay. If y'all don't know, bro, quick insight, like I make beats too, and he make beats. Like honestly, like
I still got his first beat. He don't even know that.
Beat, like I didn't even know that. He told me that the other day, but my first, like I had to learn from YouTube. Like my cousin Jackie taught me how to export the files and stuff like that, and how to work it. But he really didn't know because the software I was using was FL Studio, and a lot of people don't really. I won't say a lot of people, but he was like, you were using Logic One, was it?
I have used Logic, but I use Studio One.
Studio One. So yeah, I tested with Logic a little bit, but FL Studios, I was like, damn, I want to make beats too. That shit was cool, man. It was real nice, man. Shout out to Micah too. That's our friend. Shout out to Mike, man, because he made beats and he kind of, you know what I'm saying, worked with us on stuff like that too, man. So making beats and doing anything is just peaceful, man. Like you can be at home and just chill and keep your mind is so distracted from everything else because you just working on something that you want to make like good, sound good. You know, it's your crowd. So
that shit is definitely relaxing.
yeah,
That I don't want to cuss on here, but it's really relaxing and it's really calming when you can just sit there and make beats and you start humming melodies in your head, start writing stuff. It's just you get to create and express yourself, but you also get to relax. It's calming, so
it's
calming.
on your own time too.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
Okay, so next question, man. Next question. So you said you lived in you know, you lived in Huntsville, and you know, so you from Orlando. So like, how was it in Orlando? Like from your experience, like the transition from, you know what I'm saying, leaving your friends or people that you knew in Huntsville to coming to Orlando and growing up there. So how is it? And like, is it hard living there? Is it easy living there? Like the goods and the bads. How is
So
it?
when I first left Huntsville, I was like in the 5th going on to 6th grade, so I'm like 12, 13, right? So pretty much, let me wait till these people pass before I say what I'm about to say. Got some exclusive stuff to tell y'all. Not exclusive, but you know, I got something to say. But one of the biggest things, like one of the biggest transitions when I first left Huntsville is where I moved to was we moved in with my grandparents in Winter Park. And Winter Park in Huntsville is completely different. So when I came to Florida, there was there was probably maybe like 6 black kids in our middle school, counting me. So that was like big, but not even just about being black. It was just so many different races that I had never seen. Like when I lived in Huntsville, it was like there was 3 white people, Katia and 2 girls named Madison. Madison Howe, Katia Vickers, and I don't remember the other. Her name was Madison something. But those are the like only 3 white people in our whole like damn town that I knew of in my elementary school. So like that was a big change for me, seeing Asian people, Spanish people talking Spanish. Like I had never heard nobody speak Spanish. It was a little different. You get used to it, you know, you get adjusted.
That's how it is with me.
And they accept you, you know, they are interested in you because they never seen no black people. So they want to talk to you and shit. So it was pretty cool. We moved around a little bit, you know, here and there. So I lived in Sanford, I lived in Meadowwoods, but pretty much I lived in Winter Park. That's why I stayed out the longest when we moved in with our grandparents. But it wasn't too bad, man. I mean, I can't complain, you know. Not everything was the best. It wasn't all shiny suns and happy smiles and stuff.
The Sunshine State.
Yeah, for real. Like the sunshine. No, for real though. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't all peaches, but it was still a great experience. I really honestly wouldn't change anything because even when it was bad, even when we were struggling and stuff like that, it still made me who I am, and it made me more grateful for what we have now. It made me more grateful to even be doing stuff like this because I can tell you right now, when I was 12, 13, I never thought I'd be doing see nothing like this. So I can tell you that right now. You can do anything though. But yeah, that's what it's like growing up in Orlando. Nothing crazy, you know. You see all different types of people. It's not like what you think with the Kodak black shit and all that, like spot 'em, got 'em. Yeah, those people with goals and whips and stuff like that. But it's not everybody, you know. There's still some regular schmegler ass people there too. But I mean, yeah, in Huntsville was just a lot different. You know, it was a lot more smaller. Everybody knew everybody. That was actually a neighborhood. I lived in neighborhoods where you could actually go to your neighbor's house and ask for sugar. Like Chris King, shout out Chris King. He actually used to come to our house sometimes and ask for sugar, and we used to go ask him for stuff too. So it was really like that there. But in Orlando, I ain't gonna lie, that it ain't like that. You can't do stuff like that. People gonna look at you crazy.
I think like city base wise, like a lot of people like gonna look at you like what they like. Okay, so like recently he took a trip, you know, I don't know what recently he took a trip back to Huntsville, and it's different from like city and country because in Huntsville, when you own your own property and somebody walk up to your property, you like, damn, like, what the hell you doing here? Because this is my property, but I've never seen a day in my life, you know what I'm saying? Like dealing with the city wise, like when people walk by, bro, you like you're not paying no attention.
Yeah, you don't care.
It's millions of people, it's a whole bunch of cars walking by, it's a whole bunch of things walking by. So I just said when you in a small town and a certain like that, you're gonna know everybody around there. So when you got no business and they see a car that's never been there, they're like, damn, what the hell, you know what I'm saying? So it's friendly, bro. Rather than when somebody else, you can see hundreds of people go past your house, ambulances, everything. So you're not paying no attention. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was one of the biggest things too. Is I have my grandparents in Georgia. They live in a town called Riceboro, which is pretty much right outside of Huntsville, really on the same damn road. Yeah. So that was the biggest thing. Is when I went to visit there, you don't hear no damn helicopters and no ambulance and nothing. You just see animals and shit. So that's one of the another big things. Is even when I was growing up in Huntsville, it was never really like a lot of noise, no fucking helicopters, no planes and stuff like that. But in Orlando, that's all, not all you hear, but you gonna hear it all a lot. Like you get so used to it though. Like you said, people walking by, stuff like that, ambulance, you don't even think twice about it. It's nothing. But you know, In smaller towns, you definitely like, what the fuck going on? You might even know who's in the damn ambulance because people know everybody. Even here, we riding with taxis with people and they know everybody. They keep honking at people. They be talking to everybody. They know everybody. So yeah, smaller town, more community wise. But in Orlando, I would say everybody be on their shit though. Most people they want to win. They on their business shit. But I mean, that's the biggest things about where I stayed at and stuff like that. Coming up was humbling. It was great, but it was humbling. Wouldn't change it. Wouldn't change a thing about it.
Would you tell people to move to Orlando? Like,
come say hey to the podcast. Come say hey to them. Come tell them your name and where you from.
Sorry I'm late. I'm from upstate New York. Live on top of a mountain on 27 acres.
Hey!
I married this beautiful bride.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, guys.
God is good.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you. Have a great one. Hi, nice to meet you. Have a great one. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot the question. I forgot what I was saying.
Would you tell people to move to Orlando?
Oh, I would say move to Orlando. The cost of living is honestly, you got to pay the cost. Like they say pay the cost to be the boss. Like if you gonna go somewhere, it's gonna cost money. Like Orlando is not fucking cheap compared to where I came from, Huntsville. Yeah, it's not fucking cheap. But I mean, it all depends on what you want, right? If you're willing to live with some ratchets and roaches, it's gonna be a little cheaper. If you want to live in a high rise or on 20 acres on top of a mountain, like dude, then it's gonna cost you. So yeah, I mean, I would say move to Orlando if you're on a business mindset. If you want to have fun too, you can move to Orlando. But my philosophy is you don't need to be having no fun until you made it out. I mean, yeah, you should be, if you're younger, even if you're older, if you're 80, 30, I don't give a fuck. But you still need to keep focused on the mission and the goal. That's the most important thing. And just don't get distracted. So you can move to Orlando. I would recommend to move there. It's beautiful. Hour from the beach, 2 hours to another beach, Tampa, Miami. They got everything. So pretty much, St. Pete, shout out to Rod. But yeah, man, I'm just saying, I would recommend to move to Orlando. That's not my dream location to live, but I'm grateful that we grew up there because I wouldn't have ever, that's another thing. I would have never I don't think if I would have stayed in Huntsville, I would have ever picked up a camera, thought about making beats. I don't know that for sure, but I did not have, even though I was a creative kid, I did not think about like putting it into play. Like I should buy a camera. I should start making songs. Like, and I didn't grow up around nobody doing that kind of stuff. Like I said, I went to that school, so I seen it. I was exposed to it. In Huntsville, I was not exposed to anything like that. But it is what it is, man.
It's almost like that in Savannah too. Savannah is more city compared to like Huntsville. Like people from Huntsville, they go to Savannah, Riceboro. You know what I'm saying? Rue to Whiskey, everybody goes to Savannah. So like, it's kind of like that in Savannah too, also. But it's just more city wise and stuff like that. Like even it will go down there, bro. Like you go down there, like just like in Orlando, like certain parts, bro, it's just a bunch of black people. Boom, it's just a bunch of black people. If you go to like downtown, River Street, to the park, Forsyth, you gonna see like a lot of white people. Like you know what I'm saying? That's just how it is in every city.
Every city.
So, like,
every city.
That's how it is. It's for me. Even he be telling me you gotta start doing that, bro. Because I'm used to just seeing like black people every day, all day. That's all I know. That's all I see. You know what I'm saying? So like when I see like Asians or like white people or like any race that's not black, I'm like, damn, I really ain't got nothing to say to them. But I gotta start that because those might be the people that got money for real.
Like think about dude. He just said he had 27 acres on top of a mountain in New York. Right. I want to go talk to him right now. We doing this, but if he's still standing over there, I'm gonna go talk to him. Exactly. Who knows what kind of information he got?
You're right. That's the difference. Like Jack, he gonna say, "Hey, what's up, man?" I would just walk past him like he's nobody. He probably is somebody.
Yeah. And people willing to give you advice,
You're right, though. Yeah. You're right, though. But yeah, man, that's the backstory on Jack. Coming from Orlando to Huntsville to Orlando, the camera work. Something like that. Okay, now that you flying your drone, my cousin, he just recently got a drone. I think you talked about that too. He recently just got a drone. How does that make you feel? How does that make you think now that you can go to different spots, fly your drone? And if y'all don't know, look up TopClarityProductions. You can see.
I post a reel every day. I'm gonna post a reel every day to the day they deactivate my stuff. I'm gonna post a reel every day.
So how do you feel about the drone work now? Like now you still do photography, but you go out and do drone work. You know what I'm saying? You're not really on the beach no more. So how do you feel about that?
So I will say that's another thing that's made my creative juices feel so much better too. You good? Hey, man, you said you lived in New York?
Yeah.
What part of New York?
Upstate. We're in New
Upstate.
York, New
Okay.
Jersey, Pennsylvania, all come together. You could actually stand in all 3 states.
Oh.
You're in the water because you're on the Delaware River.
Delaware
It's
River,
good 'cause
okay.
you go rafting down and all.
That's cool. That's cool.
You said, don't listen to the world. The world's fucked up.
The world's
okay?
fucked up.
You decide for yourself.
I like
don't
that.
trust people, okay? I believe because you say to believe. No, you believe because you believe about whatever you're going to do, whatever you believe in. Because you decide, okay?
Appreciate
do
that. Okay.
And always think positive.
Always think positive.
One of my masters told me one time, he said, he goes, Korean. He goes, oh, not that people like organic food. Very good food, very expensive. I give you something better, free. Change your life.
What is it?
I said, he says, it doesn't cost anything. He's like, okay, what is it? Okay. For 3 weeks, do not let one single negative thought into your brain.
That's hard, man. After
Take
life
years
beats
to
you,
do that.
I was gonna say.
I did it in 6 weeks.
Dang!
Because I
Congratulations, man.
I was going through a divorce time,
Yeah,
so
sorry to hear that,
really
man.
hard not to have negative things come in
Yeah,
your mind.
yeah.
So first 3 weeks, that's the second 3 weeks didn't. After that, oh shit, my life completely changed.
Yeah.
Everything is drawn to me is good. Anybody I meet is for a purpose. Okay.
That's what we believe too.
The energies are connecting like magnets.
And he's
Okay.
found me this
I
time.
And he
find
found you.
This woman an angel. This is a gift from God. I know that.
Congratulations, guys.
Anyway, so if you do that with your mind, your brain is always working. I could talk to you a long time about brain.
You're good. You're good.
But anyway, you plant the right seeds.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that advice. That's some good advice. Thank you, man. We appreciate that. Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Jack. Oh, nice to meet you.
Shayla.
Shayla and
Kevin.
Jack.
Jack and John.
Shayla.
Shayla and Kevin.
JJ, guys. Okay.
Nice to meet you, guys. Bye, Shayla. Nice to meet you.
Take care,
I
guys.
say again, because the shoving these.
Okay. We're gonna see her. We'll see you guys. Have a nice day, guys. I don't know what that lady said. She got a really strong accent. I should ask her where she was from. But yeah, the last thing he asked me, I don't remember. He gonna have to run it back. I don't remember what he said. What'd you ask me?
I'm trying to think myself.
Yeah. Oh, you asked me about the drone. So that was what I was gonna say.
Oh, wait. So let me do it over.
Okay,
yeah. So okay, now that you like brought a drone and so you going to different places for the drone. Like you still doing photography, but like you more invested to the drone, going up and seeing different views. Like, how do you feel about that? Like that's growth to me. But how do you feel about like growth and doing the drone and stuff like that?
He just said the perfect word. When I first bought my drone, I felt like I leveled up like a million levels, honestly. And it's not because it's a drone. It's just the fact that once you see yourself coming from like a camera, like I said, I started with a camera from the pawn shop, with a lens on it that, the camera wasn't that good. It was just something to use, right? Then eventually I'm taking pictures. Then I buy a new camera. Then I buy a new lens. And I buy another lens. Then I start buying filters. Then I start buying gimbals. Then I buy a drone. And that shit, like just that process, watching yourself, it makes you feel great. It makes you feel like you're growing. It makes you feel like real deal growth because you're planting these seeds and it all starts with ideas, right? I wouldn't say I never thought, but I wouldn't have seen myself flying a drone like a year or two ago. Of course, I would have loved to, but I wasn't really thinking like, yeah, one day I'm going to be flying a drone. I wasn't really thinking like that. So it's crazy to see how far I've come. But the drone is big for me because I get to kind of, it's like if anything, it's like playing the game or fucking playing a sport you love. It's relaxing. It's like making beats and shit, right? It's relaxing. And it just lets you, I'm passionate about it, and it lets you release your creativity. You get to be creative, and that's the biggest thing for me. I just want to create. I don't care nothing about, no job or no damn what somebody else got to say. I just love to create. That's my favorite thing to do. And that's what I really know my purpose is, to just create and just share it with everybody. And if I don't share it with anybody, it don't matter. If I paint a picture or something, I might hang it in my closet. Nobody ever see it. But yeah, that's really how that drone stuff made me feel, for real. Like I was growing, for real. So much fun. So much fun.
Honestly, I see it on your face too, bro. Like, it make you happy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it make you
That
happy.
should do it. Be happy.
It make you happy. Like, it bring a different side of you that you don't even see that in yourself, for real, bro. So, like, keep doing it, my nigga. Like,
appreciate that.
I'm for real, bro.
Appreciate that.
Like, I like seeing my niggas happy. I like seeing my niggas win. So, like, just looking at you, like, setting nigga up, flying it from the sky, like, that's besides the point. I be looking at your face when you do that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like you really get into like your work, your craft, and then when you come back into the hotel, then you look at like, damn, bro, I shot that.
I sometimes he even hear me say it. Sometimes it's unbelievable. It's like even when I take pictures, sometimes I'm like, damn, not to like bragging on me, like I'm really good at this shit.
Your craft,
exactly. Just like I know Josh sometimes make a video and he like, that's a great video. Like you see yourself getting better and it makes you feel good because you did it. Nobody told you it was good. You think it's good. Nobody told me that drone clip was good. I think it's great. And that's all that matters. That's just like what Dude was talking about. You like it, just like we say, if you like it, I love it. But really it's all about if you love it and you like it. It don't matter what nobody else say.
Right.
But yeah.
Bro, I already see that shit. You being happy for it, and I see it really going big. Cause shout out to Rock, man. Shout out to Rock.
Shout out to Rock.
Shout out to Rock. We ain't gonna put too much emphasis on what it is, but here on the Virgin Islands, French Montana had a concert, bro, and he was like, just think about it, bro. How many people right now on this island, right now that he got a drone and say, I got footage for you of your concert flying over. Right. So like, that's just French Montana. Who knows? Because one time he was on the stage with Yak.
Yeah, I will.
You know what I'm saying? You might be on the stage with, you know what I'm saying? You live in Florida, you might be Rod, Yak, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, you know what I'm saying? So like, let's not even think about Florida. We might go to Atlanta, you might meet a whole bunch of people out there. Right. You might go to Louisiana, you might meet some other people out there. So like, it's all about like, damn, you really got a special gift, bro. Because not a lot of people can do that drone. That's how I thought about it with Rod. I was like, damn, that's a special gift, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say nobody can learn how to fly a drone. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody can.
Right there in that moment, you can be like, hey man, I got this footage for you. How much do you want for it? You know what I'm saying? So
shout out to Rock.
Shout out to Rock, man. I really thought about it. I think they got to close it, really. Yeah, man. I'm gonna ask you one more.
What's going on, man? You about to take these chairs? Oh, okay.
Ask you one more question, man. So like, let's get into like some person. Like, what motivates you? What motivates you? How do you feel about like family? And how do you feel about relationships? Meaning females and relationships with people that you meet.
So what motivates me is that this is where it goes back, right, to growing up. So, you know, when you grow up and I'm not just about to say like we was fucking dead broke, sleeping on the ground, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, there was hard times, of course. And I'm not going to get all into that because I know that everybody got their own hard stuff. And mine don't be any worse than yours and yours no worse than anybody else's. But, you know, we had humble beginnings. Josh knows that he had humble beginnings, I had humble beginnings, and that makes you. And when you come from humble beginnings, what motivates me in that aspect is I want to take care of the people I love. That's what really makes me want to get up and do anything, because I start to think to myself like, damn, if I keep going with this shit and I really start to be something, I can make it out and I can take everybody I love with me. And maybe, you know, they're not who you think they is and maybe things change, but just to know that you can alleviate some of the pain and hurt going on in somebody's life just by simply trying to take care of them or giving them advice or whatever you can do. That's what motivates me to tell myself, like, I can take care of my family one day. I will take care of my family one day. And I'll make sure that none of the people that come after me, nephews, kids, his kids, anybody, like, they're going to be good. Like, we don't have to worry about them. They won't be even thinking about the stuff we thought about when we was 10, 9, 8 years old. None of that stuff. So that's what motivates me. And how I feel about my family, yeah, it's funny because family can, like, they really say sometimes even your friends are closer to you than your family. And that's some real shit. Like, sometimes your family will do you dirty. And that's just how it is, you know. But it shouldn't be like that. But, like, I got a genuine nigga here that's my cousin, and I know he loved me and he'll die for me and I'll die for him. But I will say there are some people that I've met along my journey who have made me feel, maybe not made me feel like that, but they made me feel like, damn, you would look out for me. But I got a, not saying it's my brother or anybody, but I'm saying I got a brother or I got an uncle or I got a something that don't treat me as good as this person I just met, you know? And it's just crazy because, one, you never know who you meet, and two, your family sometimes really be the ones that'll stab you, and that'll hold you back. And they when they do something that hurts you more, because if I watch Josh grow up from a baby, I want to see him win. But if it's not like that, if I'm not thinking that way, if I'm standing aside and I see somebody who watched Josh since he was a baby and they don't want him to win, it just bothers me because I'm like, damn, you really seen this man come up. You got his blood going, y'all got the same blood going through y'all veins, but you don't want to see him win. And that's one thing that's always on my mind is, you know, I love my family and I'm going to take care of them. But at the same time, I definitely know that you got to be selfish sometimes. And you got to look out for the genuine ones like this one. And not everybody is going to be like that. You might not even have that in your family. You might have a best friend or a long distance friend that y'all more closer than any of your family. And don't let that discourage you. You know what I'm saying? he actually got some advice from his brother, our cousin, that was just like, sometimes you gotta love people from a distance, you know. That's shout out to Jimmy. You just sometimes it be like that. You can't help everybody, you can't save everybody. Like even when I make it out, I'm making it out right now. But even when I make it out, I might not be able to take care of everybody. Everybody might not be able to show me love, you know.
I can't take everybody to the top. I ain't no elevator, bro.
Real shit. Some people gonna try to ride to the top with you, but they wasn't. It's like if I post a reel, I might have a long cousin that ain't never liked the videos, or an uncle or something that ain't never watched none of my videos. But as soon as I hit 1,000,000, or as soon as I got 1,000,000 in my pocket, nephew, cousin, da 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 da, you know, exactly. Or they start liking my stuff then. Exactly. Like nah, bro, it don't work like that. But it is what it is, you know. Love is love, but you know, watch out for that hate shit for real, even when it's your family.
Like I said, the biggest thing, bro, the biggest thing is when people got genuine, they pay attention to the smallest thing, bro. That's real.
That's a real shit too.
The smallest thing, like you liking the video, you watching the video, you asking me what I did today, you asking me how did my work go today. That's something small, bro. So we pay attention to stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Bro. It's like anybody that's watching this video that love us and that we love, and you not showing us support. This is the message, bro. We pay attention to everything. Y'all take it how y'all want to take it. If you don't comment on our videos, if you don't watch our videos, if you don't show anything, any support, anything, we pay attention to that. So just know, that's just me being real.
We pay close attention to that shit.
For real.
We really do.
Close attention. For real, y'all don't. We talk damn near every day,
for real.
So we pay close attention, bro. Y'all can take it however y'all want to take it, but that shit me being real, bro.
And real quick on relationships, as far as like, you know, friendships and stuff like that, you just got to be careful. You know, people, honestly, you know when you meet somebody genuine because it's a feeling that you get. And honestly, the truth is, even I'm not great at it, right? So sometimes I meet people who I give them chances, or I see like they don't make me feel like my cousin feel. But still, you know, you got to give people chances. But you don't want to let nobody get them too many chances. They start to use you. Chance. That's crazy, man. Shout out to baby, but you gotta watch out for people because some people try to use you. You just gotta make sure you pay attention. Joshua, he don't ask me for nothing, so I know he don't want nothing from me. He don't ask me for nothing, so it don't make me feel no type of way to give him something because I know he don't care he don't care if I give him something or not. He still fuck with me just for fucking with me, and that's how I feel about it with the love shit, right? Somebody should love you for you, whether if I got a drone, whether if I'm sleeping in a trash can. Not saying you should fuck somebody that's sleeping in a trash can because they need to get their stuff together too. But I'm just saying, like,
love them for who they are.
Exactly, love them genuinely for who they are. Don't worry about, you know, what they can bring and all that kind of stuff. Like Chris Ross say, man is only loved under the condition that he can provide something. Honestly, as I'm getting older, I'm 25 and I'm starting to realize like that really might be true when it comes to the love shit because most women, they don't really like. If you can't do nothing for them, they're not really fucking with you. But they should just want to love you just because they like who you are. They like the way you treat them and stuff like that. But they might be worried about if you can buy them a Benz or the Birkin or a house and stuff like that. And that's not, if you're a woman like that, ain't nothing wrong with that. But you know, you just gotta pick and choose. You gotta watch out for that. Ain't nothing wrong for what you want though. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. What's going on, man? You wanna shout your name out? Say what's up to the video? Tell them where you from and your name.
Where we from Cali, you know what it is, you know what it ain't.
What's going on, man? Atlanta?
Yes, ATF, I've been to ATF before. Woman beautiful. Beautiful. What we talking about today?
We just talking about life, man. Talking to each other and shit.
About what?
About anything. Yeah, talking about doing photography shit, anything.
What y'all
like
doing
being
right
creative. YouTube right now.
YouTube?
I'm making a YouTube video right now. Yep.
Hey. Number one thing is focus. A lot of distractions in this world right now, especially today.
Yeah, true.
Instagram, YouTube,
Facts.
they all trying to take your attention away.
Facts.
But if you can focus on yourself within, the world is yours.
Right.
They don't want you to know that.
I like that.
Man.
Nice to meet you, dog. Jack, man. Nice to meet you. Yes, sir.
Janelle.
Nice to
Say
meet you,
your
dog.
name?
Josh.
Josh. Jay's in the building.
I like that. All right, Janelle, bro. Be easy. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, that's one key thing he says what our uncle talked about too is distractions. Like that's a big thing with women. Ain't nothing wrong if you want to do the love shit, but if you're not on your shit and you want to be focused on the love shit, you're not gonna win. In my opinion, it's not gonna benefit you because you got to be looking out for yourself. But you know, having a partner, she may be able to help you become who you are and maybe help you to build. Might, but you know, it's all about your decision. It's all about your focus. But distractions are big. Women, YouTube, it's whatever it is, scrolling. Distractions, real shit. But yeah, that's how I feel about relationships, man. Focus on the mission, love come later. But if If you want to do the love shit, good luck to you.
Y'all
But
don't know my lock screen, man, is get money first, fall in love later.
yeah, shit.
Bro, everything that he said, look, what did he say, Jack?
Even if you take 100 L's, keep going. It only takes that one W to get you situated. All it takes is one. All it takes is for us to meet one person that walk by to be like, you know what? I actually need y'all. I actually want y'all to. Can your cousin come do a YouTube video and interview me? If you'd have said that, or if you can say, can you come fly the drone and come look at my 27 acres? That could have been the one dude to change everything, you know. So all it takes is one win.
This was the one before that.
This is a lock screen.
This is the same one that we was talking about earlier.
You only look crazy until it works. Then you're a genius. A lot of people gonna try to doubt you and stuff, talking like that, all that. But as soon as you make a win, as soon as you come up, then everybody think you a genius and you smart and all that. But it is what it is, man. We always gonna keep going. Even when we take L's, even if we take a day and we don't get no content or people ain't fucking with us, whatever, we still gonna keep it going because that's what you gotta do. That's just what you gotta do.
Hey, man. I'm gonna wrap it up here, man. I appreciate you for doing the
Yes,
podcast,
sir.
bro.
Appreciate you having me, man. Appreciate that.
Sir, man. Make sure y'all like the video. Once again, man, go to my boy.
TopClarityProductions on Instagram. Jack Yulee on Instagram. My YouTube name gonna be Jack Yulee. I also got a TikTok too. I actually recently made a TikTok. It's TopClarityProductions. I also post my reels and stuff on there. So go check that out. I know y'all love that TikTok shit. But yeah, man, ain't no dancing on there. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's fucking with us out here in the Virgin Islands. We having a great time, man. And more travel videos coming soon. Tune in to ImJosh __ ImJosh on Instagram and ImJosh on YouTube, man. Y'all already know what it is. Like the video, subscribe. Next up, Face of Savannah right here, man. Y'all better tune in now. Tune in now.
Appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir. That was a good video.